Hi guys. Oh, it's so clear. Yeah, I actually got a new vlogging camera, something more compact, because before this I was using the A6500. It's a really big camera to bring around, and I recently just got the Sony ZV-1, which I believe is known as a vlogging camera. So it's a new camera that I'm using today. So just gonna take me a bit to get used to. But yeah, I think this is going to be my new setup going forward. Wow. Yeah, just playing around with the depth of field and whatever you call it. Yeah, okay, I think it looks good. Hope the audio quality is good as well. I'm using the same DJI mic. But anyway, yeah, so for today's vlog, I thought I'd cover my 2023 New Year's resolutions, because I think with 2022 coming to an end, I thought I'd start writing down my 2023 New Year's resolutions soon, because I think every year I tell myself, oh, I'm gonna do this and that for next year. I'm gonna have resolution 1, resolution 2, resolution 3, and honestly I always end up forgetting about them and never really actualizing them. So I thought for this year I just share my New Year's resolutions online to everyone, just so that my friends, or actually honestly, anyone can really just hold me accountable for these resolutions that I set out for myself. So the first New Year resolution I would like in 2023 is to make sure that it's a budget year, because looking back at my expenses in 2022, I realized that I really spent a lot more than I should be, especially how we are entering a recession. I also want to have some cash on the side for investing opportunities that they may just come by, right? So I want to reduce my expenses by minimally 50%. So no more Michelin star restaurants, no more spending $1,000 on a meal for two, no more material goods that I buy. Honestly, there are no material goods that are necessity, right? So I don't think I will be spending money on material goods, branded goods in the year 2023. Okay, so talking about having more cash on the side as we are entering a recession, I have developed a mid to high risk portfolio for myself, and a particular investment strategy that I want to ideally invest between 100 to 200,000 over the next 6 to 12 months into the stock market. So I've curated a portfolio for myself consisting of certain sector-specific equities, which are really in line with the government's goals and policies that they are looking to set out over the next, I would say, 10 to 20 years. So my investing theme for the year 2023 will be heavily weighted towards ESG, the semicon and microchip sector, as well as the heavily beaten down Chinese equities, which I still strongly believe in, despite, well, one, you have the regulatory crackdowns in China last year, which I believe is actually good for China, because essentially what they're doing is catching up to the regulatory norms of the rest of the world. Like you look at Europe, US, and I believe that this will eventually lead to lesser fears when investing into Chinese equities, because, if you look at the economy or the country as a whole, a lot of their companies are SOEs, state-owned enterprises, and when investing in SOEs, especially in China, there are bound to be a lot of fears. So when China catches up with the regulatory norms of the world, I believe that more people will open up to the idea of investing into Chinese equities. And next, you also have had how SEC was looking to delist some of the Chinese ADRs, which back then there was a very high probability. I think it was like 90-95% chance, but it has since dropped to, I think, about 40-50% chance of that happening, seeing how the CSRC has come to an agreement with the PCAOB on the inspection of audit work papers when it comes to Chinese ADRs. And then you've also had the whole Evergrande fiasco, which as of now, the Chinese government has decided to step in, to intervene, to essentially take on a leading role to guide Evergrande out of their debt restructuring. Right, there's a lot more that I can go into talking about why I believe so much in Chinese equities, why I have decided to, invest heavily into ESG, into the microchip and semicon sectors, but I don't think I want to bore you guys. But essentially, I have a plan that I would like to stick to in 2023, which in 2022, even myself having been in this industry for the past 4 years, I myself have also fallen prey to investing with emotions. Right? Of course, I do have some RSPs set up on the side, investing dollar cost averaging into the market every month, some accounts every year. But at the same time, I also wanted to have, my own free reign investing with stocks. But it was a bit tough not to invest with emotions last year. Emotions were flying super high. So I believe that 2023 is also going to present us with a very good investing opportunity, but I will try my best not to invest with too much emotion this coming year. Next, with me graduating from university this coming April, I'm going to have a lot more time well, I still have a full-time job, but at the same time, I would like to allocate more time towards vlogging. So ideally, I would look to release between 2 to 4 videos a month, but minimally, I want to do at least 1 video a month during very, very busy months. So yes, please try and keep me accountable to that as well. Right, next, I also want to start working out more often, ideally once a week. Back in the day, maybe when I was 17, 18, I used to work out quite a fair bit. Maybe I would say 3 to 4 times a week. And I would count macros, and I had a decent looking body back then. And I didn't pant when I was climbing up 2 flights of stairs. And now my body is just, okay, I'm not really gonna show, but I would say, I'm not as fit as I used to be. And sometimes when I eat, I actually have to unbutton my pants because, my tummy just gets so big and my pants get so tight. So that's when I know that, shit, man, I think I should start working out again. And as I age, my metabolism was just start to slow down. I just want to kind of work out enough so that I don't ever get a tummy, because I just can't do tummies, man. I mean, if I'm tall and I have a body, fine, maybe that would be like dead bod. You can pull it off. But if I'm short and I have a tummy, then fuck, I just look like a frog, man. I just look like a toad. So no, man, I don't do well with tummies, yeah. And lastly, in 2023, I want to care more about my mental health. I want to put more emphasis on mental health, because honestly, prior to 2022, I never believed in this term mental health. I think I released a video recently about the ugly truth, which I essentially was just talking about mental health. I never believed in it, and 2022 really was a tough lesson for me, and I started to realize that I was actually going to get burnt out if I continued the way I was. So yeah, I mean, there always has to be a balance. You can't always work hard and then you don't play hard, because back then I was all about working hard, hustle life, hustle culture. You can work 7 days a week when you're young because you can afford it, you have the energy to do so. But I realized that you actually need a balance. You really need a balance, because it's just not healthy to be working all the time, to be thinking about work all the time. I mean, fine, if you don't have a partner, if you're not close to your family and all that, you don't have that many friends, then if you want to focus on career, okay, fine. But if you have a partner, you have a family that you're close to, you have a family that you love, then I don't think it's fair for you to be working all the time, because you need to spend time with your family or your loved ones. If not, you just end up pushing them away, which was what I did back in 2022. So I honestly enjoy watching Netflix. I honestly enjoy gaming. In 2022, I came to realize that I started to hate watching Netflix. I started to hate gaming, because I would associate watching Netflix or gaming with me being unproductive. So whenever I turned on my TV, I would start to immediately feel super guilty, to the point where I just stopped gaming. I stopped watching Netflix because I hated the way it made me feel. And I think this is a lot of what society perpetuates. Okay, maybe not society, but the hustle culture. A lot of youngsters out there on TikTok, they're saying, oh, you should work hard, trying to motivate you. And not that it's wrong, but it just kind of, how do I put it? I would say, don't romanticize the hustle culture, because burnout is real. There should always be a balance. It should never be only work all the time and there's no rest at all. So yeah, I think that sums it up for my 2023's New Year's resolution. I think this is going to be a fairly short vlog. And yeah, I mean, let's keep each other accountable this year. Yeah, and if you guys ever need some help with regards to developing an investment portfolio, developing an investment strategy for the year 2023, share my investment strategies, share my investing themes in a bit more in-depth, because I don't want to share everything in a vlog where it's about New Year's resolutions. This is not an investing related vlog. So if you guys need any help with that aspect, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram handle somewhere here. Yeah, and if you guys have not already done so, please like the video and subscribe to me, because I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, right? And the more subscribers I have, the more videos I'll make. And the lesser subscribers I have, I mean, I will still make more videos lah, but if you like the content that you guys are seeing, please subscribe to me. I'm trying to hit my 1,000 subscriber count by June 2023, and maybe a couple more thousands by the end of the year. So please help me achieve this goal. Right, so my next vlog will probably be released sometime in Jan 2023. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Have an amazing Christmas and an amazing end of the year 2022. And I'll see you guys in the next year.